Yo, back in the streaming streets. Gonna have a couple MTTs. Monday's got a few of them. Also have that 1.5k free roll, which I usually can't do because I'm doing stuff on Live the Bike. But when I can, I'll do it. Might have Parag Segan on here just to chat. Never met him in person or online. We have aces suited to the ace. I'm just playing a little PLO before the tournament start in like 10 minutes. But I need ace. It's easy game. No, I'm never folding anyway, so nice diamonds. Oh, you needed the board of the pair. But oh, I need to edit the title. This is no good. We're doing 14k guaranteed. What else? 14, 12.5, 14. What we got here? Ooh, kings. Good thing I caught it in time. Oh my god, I've been timing out so often. It's just like too many tables. The bet small, it's not equity. Of course, I hear from people. It's probably not a good thing. Rainbow cards are no good in PLO. 3-minute, 20-second delay. Boom, we're on once again. Are you guys sick of this stuff yet? Sorry, I'm working on some tech stuff. You got it. 14 minutes. Kings. If you guys have any PLO questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat. I am no goat, but strong fundamentals, you know. That's a good turn card. A lot of attrition in PLO. I don't know how the stream's going. I'm gonna open this thing up 3 minutes before the MTTs. Okay, it seems like it's okay. It's not okay on my side. And I think I know why. It does say excellent connection, so I don't know. Whatever, we're gonna run it. If this is bad, just let me know in the chat, and then maybe we'll shut it down if it's too choppy. Loosey goosey with the raise. Three of a kind jacks. Put in a small bet. Alright, the tournaments are going to start, so I actually won on the stream. So I've been over 5 in cash games. It's not a large amount, like I think in net of like minus $400, and then I guess I will have won 2 sessions in a row. But you know, it's hard to win even if you play winning poker. But looks like we started. No one's in the mix. Man, if Andy streamed, he would just like crush it. I might stream this on Live the Bike, actually. So we'll see. We'll find out in like the next 10 minutes. There's an upload that's not going so hot. Luckily, the king is not a heart. I mean, the king is a heart, sorry. Let's make a heart. That's not a heart. $10-7. Is this the Daniel Negreanu hand? At it again. Polarized spot. So he's got it. I'm out. River Showdown. Not gonna pay. What's up, Gators? What's up, Blue Gen Associates? Thank you guys. Okay. What's up, Zeta Paris? Yes, stream just started. I'm texting some people. Let me know if it's choppy, because there's some stuff going on here. Oh, what's going on here? Definitely moving all in. Smash that thumbs up, hit subscribe, please. Oh, right. We got 3. How are you guys liking the stream? You guys wanting me to do anything? Song and dance, or I don't know, more poker, more life stuff? What do you guys want? while I'm streaming on my channel, you know, just anything, most things go. I won't say anything goes. Most things go. We flopped it, guys. We turned it. Can't rep anything here. Good showdown. Wow. All right, thanks guys. Smooth on your guys' end. Just to make sure, there's definitely some busy work going on in the background, so that's good. Sound and video is perfect. And I was in Pasadena earlier today, and there was like a shouting match and little, you know, disrespectful talk outside of the bank. And it's not good, guys. Like, I've definitely been on edge during quarantine as well. I've been trying to watch for it. I've been trying to just, you know, calm down. JJ De La Garza and Garrett introduced me to meditating. I mean, other people have too, but they've been, you know, really saying that it helps, and it does. It hasn't solved like everything, but it's definitely been positive in assuaging stuff, assuaging some tensions. Also, if you guys want to do some, you know, fun Zoom meetup, like tournament style on one of those like online things, I'm up for that. Kind of like the Live of the Bike Chat Pro game. It's experimental. What do you guys like seeing? PLO, MTTs? I kind of need to do MTTs for the long haul, I guess, because really how these things work out is like you just, you know, when it gets to the final table, it's more exciting. Okay, well, at least the upload is done. What do you guys think of the Doug Polk Danny Negroni match? Jack 4 is a good hand here. It just got better. Short stream, guys, short stream. Jack high like a boss. Tens. Who's this guy? Small bet turned and value river huge. Okay, so I prefer to flat tens here. 3-bet Jack 4 flat tens, you know what it is. Oh, easy game. You know what it is, he's got jacks. It's blankish. Hope he doesn't have jacks. Oh, okay, good. Drawing dead. I love it when they're drawing dead. Do you guys like it when they're drawing dead? solve for why stream on TV? My stream should be on TV. Just kidding, guys. I'm just glad you guys could join me, you know. Another tournament should be starting in a bit. An hour, 21 minutes ago. What's up, Blue Jam Associates? I know it's old news, but last night I saw a few videos on Ryan and Nick starting their own show, New Kids on the Block. Yeah, I mean, I'm friends with them. Like, they do good stuff. I know they have mentioned some qualms, but their qualms are not with me. Is what it is. They're both movers and shakers. They get stuff done, so I expect good things from them. Yeah, Legend Associates, there are definitely going to be changes. I mean, 2 shows in the LA area. The same person can't be on both shows at the same time, so. What's up, Derek and Sierra Whitener? Thank you guys for tuning in. Check is good. Free card and a diamond. 8 of diamonds on a turn. It is not meant to be. What's going on here? Let's see. 4.5k up top. We're at level 3. There's some overlay here. Looks like there might be some overlay. Let's do the math. $218 times 52. Still some overlay, but unlikely to maintain. 11,336 is in. $14K guaranteed deep. Vitamins. Slows down potentially getting COVID, so. going, Prague? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Wayne?
I can hear you. How's it going?
Hold on 1 sec. Let me fix something over here.
Sure.
All right, I can hear you. You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect. How's it going?
All right. Just get random guests all the time. This is Parag Segan, guys. Pronounce that right. Parag Segan.
Parag Segan, you got the coaching.
Yeah. So why don't you introduce yourself and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Forward.
I'm Parag Segan. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I've been playing poker for a while now, since, I don't know, 2005 or maybe a little before that. Used to play on Stars and Flotas back in the day. Did all right. And, it's funny, I moved to Canada back in 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009. And I still had my friends, living in the US playing poker, and we kept in touch. And then when Black Friday actually happened, I was in Canada.
No. Oh, so it didn't affect you.
It did not affect me for, the short time I was there. But
right.
But then, I moved back and, still grinding on other websites. And in Dallas, I'm not sure if you're very familiar with the area. We don't really have any casinos over here.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I heard there's quite a few new casinos coming up, and there's home games. Social 52, I think, is that by Houston?
Yeah, so they do have a lot of the underground games, but the legal ones, I think they're only in Austin, San Antonio, and Houston, not in the Dallas area.
Okay. Social 52 is co-owned by Johnny Chan, I believe, and there's Texas Card House. Yeah.
Yeah, Houston has a few of them. I think Dallas has one, but it's popular. Don't get me wrong, but I think Johnny Vibes goes there whenever he comes to Dallas. He makes that as one of his stops.
Stops, yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a lot of people got in poker in the early 2000s, and so normally my audience and the live bike audience knows that I don't really vouch for online stuff. Obviously, with COVID, it's we kind of have to. Are you in global poker?
No, I'm not. But I've heard of it.
You can pull it up. You can pull up a browser so you could see, because in case we talk about the hands I'm playing.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, but you were introduced to me through Jim Ricario, and I normally don't vouch for the online stuff, but multi-table tournaments is one of the exceptions because obviously they pay out just immediately after. So I was in the mix for your stuff, and it was cool, friendly, and deep stack, which a lot of people complain about that. A lot of online stuff is not deep. So it's not much room to play.
Yeah. No, these tournaments, the way Stars has their structure set up, I think for the way they have it is 10K stacks in 10 minutes, and it goes regardless of how many people you have. I feel like it still goes about 3.5 to 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it goes pretty long.
But the turbo is too short, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends what people want. I'm known for just whatever, I don't care. But I listen to people, get feedback, and some people just want to play. When people bust out in the first hour, it's and you have rebuys, I believe, right?
Right, re-entry for the first hour.
Re-entry, yeah. So that seems to be very popular with people who are jonesing to play. Me, I'm just I hate playing, so.
So how do I pull up your table? Is there a straight link?
Yeah, if you there's no straight link. You have to go in yourself. But if you log in through Facebook and Google, I'll just walk you through it.
Okay, let me log in through Google. I know I don't have my own account, so let me just use Google to log in. I mean,
it's fairly common. You got a question already? Oh, Lujan Associates asked Parag, are you a pro or a rep?
Well, no way I'm a pro. No chance. But there was a time when I thought that I could just grind online back in the day and try to make a decent living.
Yeah.
And I did that for some time when the housing bubble happened back in '08, and I used to work for Washington Mutual back when they went under and got bought out by Chase. So
Wamu, I had an account there.
yeah, so during that transition, I lost my job for about 6-7 months.
Mm.
Living in the Bay Area was
Oh,
not
you're
cheap.
from the Bay. Wow. Okay.
I used to live in
Or
the Bay.
sorry, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So when I first started playing poker, I used to live in the Bay Area.
Which city?
I lived in San Francisco, then I moved to East Bay, Fremont.
Fremont. Okay.
Yes, lived there for about 5-6 years before I moved to Canada.
So did you play like Bay 101 and Matrix, Lucky Chances?
Yeah, I played Lucky Chances. My first ever tournament cash was at Lucky Chances. Still remember that, huh? You always remember your first cash.
Yeah, I cashed at Luxor. I don't know how much the buy-in was. It must have been tiny. It's probably like a $10, $25 tournament. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But I got third place in the first tournament I played it. Wait, did I win or did I get third? I either won or I got third. I don't even remember.
Yeah. No, I didn't win. I think I just final table bubbled. I think I got either 10th or 12th. I can't remember. Looks like I already have a global poker account, so it's not letting me log in with my Google. So give me a minute. I'll figure it out.
Sure, no problem. I mean, they start with 10K stacks too, so yeah. I just want to be able to tell my guests the cards and then just they can.
No, for sure.
They're like donkey, hee haw.
Hey,
yeah.
Look at that, first password worked. All right,
okay.
I'm in.
You're in. Okay, so on the top right it says switch. Does it say switch to SC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hit switch to SC.
Okay.
And then click on the house on the top left.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to tournaments.
Okay.
And then search by high.
Okay.
Do you see like a 14K guaranteed? A 14 at the Blitz SC 14,000, something like that.
Yeah, I see the first one. Yeah, closes in 27 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can join if you want. You click on that one, and I'm going to email you.
There are only 10 people there?
No, there's a lot of people.
Oh, never mind. I only see the first 10. Never mind. Yeah.
I'm gonna email you my name, even though most of my. Then you can just search.
Okay.
There's like a search tab. Like if you go to players, you could search players.
Oh yeah, I see the.
I'm second in chips, so.
Oh,
so
okay. That's much easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see it now. Okay.
All right, then you just go to the table, and it's.
Yep, I see it.
I have 7-8 hearts. I'm torching this. So you see me? You see? Oh, dude, this guy to my right, I literally battled with him yesterday. Slater.
Okay.
Yeah, he raises like large, and like I flipped with him at the end, like ace 9 against king jack. I kind of knew, he could likely have ace rag, or ace 9's not rag.
Can you explain to me how does global? What are coins? How does that equate to dollars?
Okay, so the way that they do the loophole with like buying cash is you buy in play chips called gold coins. Basically, like PokerStars has those play chips. You buy those, and then when you buy these, say you buy like 1 million gold coins, which are play chips, it doesn't matter because it's play chips. But if you spend $100, they attach 100 sweeps coins. And sweeps coins just happen to be, if you sell them, or sorry, if you cash them out, it's 1-to-1 for $1. So just on accident, or just happens to chance.
Yeah.
So like in an all legal sense, if people were gonna crack down on online poker, then they're global will be the last one hit because they're not actually
interesting.
They're not dealing with cash. So this is online play chips, and the sweeps coins just happen to be worth 1-to-1.
Oh, so the 218 is $218 buy-in?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. And $18 goes for the
To the
house, I
house.
guess.
Yeah. So there's a guarantee. I always calculate it for the audience. It looks like it's passed now. So 63 times 218. It actually hasn't hit 14K yet. It's at 13.7. But rest assured, unless it's PLO sometimes the guarantee, sometimes the entries are below the guarantee.
Overlays, yeah.
Yeah, overlays, which I tell the audience all the time, like overlay. I'm just like,
Yeah, for sure.
Profit.
Um,
You want to talk about the
can you-
stuff that you run?
yeah, sure. So I run a home league. Actually, you know what? Let me give some background how I even started this thing.
Okay.
So back in 2013, I think, I moved to a very, very, very small town in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky for about a year, and I was so bored out of. I was more bored then than I am now during COVID. Staying.
Oh my gosh, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, so that's how bad it was. And I really miss playing poker in general. There was a casino maybe like an hour and a half away from where I lived. Actually, Jason Kuhn, that is his hometown casino.
Oh, cool.
I met him 2 years ago. In Vegas.
Jason
Yeah,
Kuhn, Superfish.
Superfish, yeah, for sure. But anyway, so I lived there, and I'm like, I have no casinos here, no online poker, or no legal online poker, and let me start this home league, and I'll play with my friends. And so what I started doing was I found about 20 people who were trusting me with $200 of their hard-earned money, and we would play about 20, 25 tournaments in the period of 6-7 months, and whoever has the most points wins a seat to the WSOP. And I did that for about 7 years. At one point, I had about 60 people in the league, so I gave away 7 seats that year. So we did that, and it was fun. But then it grew larger and larger, and I just got kind of fed up of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Last year was my last year. I was gonna do it. It's just way too much work at the end, and for
reward.
No reward.
No
Exactly.
reward. Yeah.
And no one. Yeah.
Making people happy is like sometimes a reward, but yeah.
Correct. And no one. We had almost every year at least 4 or 5 people going and playing, and no one really had a big cash. So. If that doesn't happen, people eventually start losing interest in joining the league.
Sure.
Also.
Sure.
And I ran out of resources. Essentially, I can't get more people. And then COVID happened in March or in February this year. And actually, last year when I ran the tournament, I still haven't even paid out the seats because we didn't have the World Series. So I'm still holding on like money for at least 5 people's seat. So it's weird. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And in March, I started running a home game for cash or whatever, the tournaments that you play, where it's a $50 buy-in. And the first time I did it, I got over almost 60 people. I'm like, wow, people really like this. And the second time I did it, I had about the most, like 85 people. I'm like, holy shit. And at that time, Stars did not even have re-entry. So it was, if you're out, you're out. So I got 83 people, and then I'm like, you know what? People really like this, so I started doing this on the regular. So now I have a game on Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday.
So officially, I can't endorse anybody, but I'm playing. Multi-table tournaments are the most okay thing, and I'm in several other ones myself because obviously you submit and then you get paid like very soon after the tournament ends. So that's I feel like that's safer than the cash games, which is just a whole bunch of nightmare process. So I was introduced to you through my screenwriting mentor Jim Mercurio, who's been on this as well. I don't know how he got into your group.
I can tell you that.
Okay.
So one of the ladies, one of the members who played in my league for one of the early members, she's very like a lot of people know her, at least in my poker circle. And very trustworthy. And so she told me about Jim. And then Jim played in my games, I think, for about 2.5 months, maybe 3 months, before he introduced you. So I think he gave it his, initial test before got the,
I always need somebody to vouch, before I go in. And obviously, multi-table tournaments is way more okay than cash games in my book, because I've just seen so many things fall apart. Obviously, representing the bike and live with the bike, and I can't do that stuff.
Absolutely.
But especially during these times. So like, I will say I've entered, I've been paid out. You have these cool like, I'm so sick of Hold'em, but you have like mixed games. You have PLO sometimes, and then you have like special like things in there, like bounties and some other like aces crack. I didn't even know it was like black aces. That's really hard to exactly get black aces.
Yeah, that's the struggle. A lot of times I was doing tournaments and I'm waiting till the last like 5 minutes for people to join the tournament. And that sometimes, if people are not joining, no one's gonna join, because I don't want to play with 6 people, 7 people, 8 people. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get creative over here. Let's to encourage early registration. You get a special reward if you win.
I have the 3 of spades and 3 of diamonds on the button.
Okay. How long do these? Can you show me this? Actually, I can probably check myself on the structure. Blinds, yeah. 10 minutes, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I'm gonna flat, because I know that he and I played yesterday.
Yeah,
obviously, normally I would 3-bet.
What'd you say you had?
I have history with him yesterday. He raises like large, so.
On this hand, what did you?
Oh, I have pocket 3s.
Pocket 3s, right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna call once and then reevaluate the turn.
You have a club?
No club. I have the spade and diamond. And the resource investment is for the audience. It's just like, I'm investing the same amount of money, like 3-betting. But if it came like, some high cards like ace king, ace queen, king queen, then I might just like let it go. So this is obviously a good bluff card if he checks. And I'm going to go 1300. And then I'm going to bomb the river.
He called.
Oh yeah, he called, but this is intended to bomb the river. And the thing is, like, he's seen me yesterday, so he might just like hero call me, but you got to take the risk.
No, for sure.
And he's tanking.
Yeah. Oh
my God, the 3s are good.
Wow.
That was pro move, guys. Value bet the 3s. You see, the only thing is he calls me because we have history yesterday, like I told you. So
yeah, that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, I gotta save that one, guys. So the good thing about global is you can save the hand.
Can you replay a hand too?
Yeah, you can replay a hand. So like, I'm actually gonna email you the hand. There's like a link, and it literally just like, does that.
Stars has that too, right? They used to call it I forget what they called it. Boom hand or something. I think you could save it.
No idea. So let's see if they want to get in contact for. Sorry, I'm gonna hand
with me.
Yeah, we can put your like. How do they want to reach you? And again, like.
Email
trust at your own risk.
No, for sure. So this is what I do initially. Like they'll send their membership, and even all your friends that you have recommended.
Yeah.
They'll request to join, and then I'll accept it only for the first time. Once they send the payment in, then I'll accept them. After that, they're always in, and then it's just trust, I guess.
Yeah. So I could type the email and I could pin it in the YouTube comments.
Is your let me see if I can open your YouTube is in live, right?
Yeah, my YouTube's live now.
Oh, it is live. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just go in there also.
Yeah, you can just go in there and just like type your email, and then when later on I could just pin it. So yeah. I mean, I've always had good experiences. You're very responsive with anything. It's very obvious you're like watching everything as it goes. So I can say that much.
Yeah, I try to make it as easy for everyone as I can. Even though I'm not always playing, I'm because the thing is, even though most of my players they'll pay on time, but sometimes they'll re-enter and forget to
It
send the
lags.
money
Yeah.
in or whatever. And many times, like even after the late reg is over for the next like 30-35 minutes, I'm still chasing people to
Right.
get their money in. So many times I can't even focus for the first hour and a half of the tournament. So I feel like I'm just throwing away money many times.
What's up, Derek Daddio, Andrew Nicholas? There is Parag Segan, Prague Sagan. Sorry, I'm just
Parag, Segan.
remembering.
Yep.
Prague Sagan. His emails in the chat there, and I'll post it in a pinned YouTube comment below. So if you guys play and he lets you in and you rebuy, send it immediately. I'm an operator. I know how annoying it is. Like just when things just don't go right. So like
Appreciate
my
it.
experiences have been good, but if you guys do it just like as from an operator perspective, just like we know what it is. If you bust out, we want the re-entries, but just send that immediately.
Yeah. And I have many players who are frequent re-enters or re-enterers, so many times they won't even send me the buy-in. They'll just, but the thing is,
Oh, they'll send the extra. Yeah.
as soon as the late reg is done, they'll send me everything, But again, that comes with, trust.
Knowing something.
building.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not that I'm ever gonna do this, but less an issue with me. And like sometimes I'm on the phone and emailing, so just literally if I ever screw up, just don't hesitate. Just like send an angry thing like ASAP.
Yeah, in the first, if I don't get the money, I try to contact them on the stars chat initially, and I know there are players who have chat turned off, so I'll just email them or WhatsApp them or whatever. That's another thing. I have people that I email. I have a big ass WhatsApp group. There are, I don't know, like over 100 people in there. Then I have a group me that I have about 30-40 people there. So there's like I'm communicating at 3 or 4 different channels at this, while playing to make sure everything is going good.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and on Fridays it gets really late for me. By the time the game's over, it's like 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, really? That.
Well, I'm in
because
Central Time.
Right. Okay, I forgot you're east of me.
Yeah. Do you live in? Are you in the LA area?
I live in LA. I'm actually I was raised in the Bay, like San Jose, and then Palo Alto.
Mm-hmm.
So very familiar. And then I went to school at UCSD. Most of my careers are in Los Angeles, so And then I don't know if you know who Lyman Poker is, but he during his stint at Live at the Bike, he liked me, gave me a chance, and then kind of the rest is history. Just
Yeah.
when your turn comes.
How long have you been doing the Live at the Bike stream?
Well, almost 5 years now. But like you start, I mean, I was a commentator. I played on like a lot of the episodes. I was a commentator, and then as I wanted to, like, one of the pet peeves I have is when commentators like talk down on the players. So I wanted to showcase what I could do, play all the different games before I commentated. Because like chat can legitimately ask, who the hell is this guy? Like, why is he credible? So I'm always like thinking, oh, why am I credible? In which like I've had a reasonably almost 20-year career now. When I started the Live with Bike, probably like 15-year career. But even in your head, you're just always like, oh, I'm never. If you actually did it, you're in your head, you're like, why am I credible? Like, there's all these like good players out there, and like crushers, and just like I was a cash game player, so I didn't build any like tournament cred, which is all BS anyway. Because they show your winnings, but they don't show your losses, which is why me streaming now, I'm showing all my buy-ins and all my net wins, and I'm telling people I'm running over EV. Like you got to run so good in these things just to go deep.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So I try to be like open about the cash games in there in LA, and these MTT runs, and I'm just like, because the problem is like honesty doesn't sell in the poker community, because it's like people just want to hear big scores. Oh, if you're that skilled, then you'll crush. It's like, no, if you're a winning player, it's still really hard to win. So it's almost worse than a job.
It
like
is.
Later on.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much. Then why did you move out to Texas?
So when I lived in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky, my wife and my wife had a job over there. We were supposed to be there for 3 years, but then after the first year, her employer kind of started being shady and wanted to renegotiate her contract.
Mm.
And I told her, this is our opportunity to get away from this shitty town.
Mm.
And she was pregnant at that time, so we didn't want to live extended time away from family also. And my wife's family is from the Dallas area.
Mm.
So at that time when they were trying to renegotiate her contract, we were like, this is our chance, let's get out of here. So then we just moved to Dallas and been here since 2016.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, say what you want about the casino industry. One thing they do set straight are the deals. Like once the deal's set, you like if something goes all right, like word gets out really fast. So other industries they can have like the dog and pony show on the outside, but the inside's like,
Yeah.
Speaking of Washington Mutual, I don't know if it might be Chase though, but like all the banks, like Bank of America, Washington Mutual, I forgot the others. They all got sued for like overcharging their customers. You don't know about this?
Is this recent?
Like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I heard about this. I think Wells Fargo was doing it the biggest.
Yeah, Wells Fargo too. Yeah, it's just like, everything's a business, and then just obviously reputation's priceless. It's not to say that Bank of America, Washington Mutual, or Wells Fargo are going to do shady things, but they're trying to make money, and like sometimes things happen, and everybody needs to be held accountable, and we just like kind of do what we can.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So what are you up to now in Texas?
I'm actually not doing a whole lot right now. My Corona hit, me pretty bad. My employment. I'm not working right now. So, one of my favorite things to do before COVID on Friday nights was, before I started hosting these games, I used to just put up a table on ACR or Bovada and then watch Live at the Bike on Friday nights, the big game.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I was a regular viewer of your stream.
Appreciate it. I have Ace Queen off in the non-important tournament. Yeah, I mean, I just have no idea who knows who I am and who doesn't, because like I'll think that somebody should, and then I'll be like, I have no idea who you are, and then some people, like random person, like who is it, like Liv Boree, who I just like would not even presume would know who I am, because like how it is. Once you start playing poker, you stop kind of watching the TV shows.
Yeah,
and she used to be so active, and then she's like not active. So I just like was really surprised she even knew who I was.
No, I would think. I mean, if people watch poker on the internet, especially, I mean, Live at the Bike for sure then, but I think people who watch internet poker, I think they know of you. I think. I mean, I knew of you before you joined, my league. I knew your name. I knew who you were.
Like this lame ass.
No, but I didn't put two and two together when I first saw your name, but then I saw your picture on your Gmail, and I'm like, holy shit, this is that Wayne.
Yeah, like that guy's just way too handsome.
Yeah, because I had to pull up your Twitter first. I'm like, let me see if this is really the same guy. Let me make sure, because not to be stereotypical, many of you look alike.
Yeah. No, I mean it's true. Hold on. I'm tens. Yeah, no. Anytime I do these private things, I always just use my real name, because like I don't want, any, like obviously back when I was more of a pro on my own, I have to like hide my ability, hide my identity and stuff like that. But now I'm just like, no, like everything's open. So
yeah.
Well, obviously in these like legitimate sites, then I'm just gonna have my own name or whatnot. But anytime it's like these home games, I'm always gonna just be like open book with the operators.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, and that's, I don't think I have some friends who play in my games also, and they also run their own games. I know this was it Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. One of those days you made the final table, and one of the other players was asking me who you were and I didn't want to, like, I don't want to give out too much information. I'm like,
Sure.
he's I just said that, like, he plays a lot online, so just be careful.
Yeah, I mean, for me, you could just say whatever, but like, obviously, from the operator's point of view, if people were asking who I am, then I'd like to know if they were asking. But really, you could just anything public is you could go ahead and say, because
Yeah.
the whole point of me like leaving my name is like my real name for
Mhm.
any of these operations. So if there's an issues or whatever, because like obviously integrity is a huge thing for live streaming the bike plus live with the bike. So like I answered like a lot of things just like face up, and I've had to sacrifice a lot of time and energy and resources to make sure that integrity is fulfilled.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that as an operator myself, I try to, no shady business, just try to be honest. I put up the price pool every time. I let everyone know how much I took out of it for the bonus. And again, I don't take out anything for myself. It's all rake free, no charge for playing. If you win, just be courteous and show some appreciation. That's all I ask for.
Have you had any problems with your operation, or mostly it's okay?
There no problems per se, but there definitely are people who win, and that's it. They just win. They don't take care of the hosts, I guess. But that's a handful of people who do that. But for the most part, maybe except for one time where someone rebought 3 times and never paid, and then they just got banned from the league after that.
And you took the loss?
Yeah, I mean, I took the loss.
Jeez.
Yeah, because the thing is, many people in my league, at least the initial members, they were all friends. I know them personally. In the last 6 months, the league has grown a lot, and I don't know most of the people. They are friends of friends of friends. So if I'm putting a payout out there, I make sure that I've had most of the payouts, or the people who are left to pay are my friends or are trustworthy, that I know they will pay. Only after that I send out the payout, so I know that this much is guaranteed.
Right.
If you will never get payouts from me if 13 people are still pending to pay. I won't send the payouts out.
Got it.
Usually, the payout is for the top final table, usually. So it's not that big a deal. They can wait to get the payouts.
Yeah, again, like everybody knows I'm incredibly swamped, and I'm so easy to find. So if I ever lag on any messages or anything, just always feel free. This goes out to the public or whatever. Just keep spamming me, and I'll get to it eventually.
No, you seem like a trustworthy guy, so.
Ooh, looks are deceiving. No, but in all seriousness, it's just like in the internet era, we're all just super swamped. So just keep hammering. Because some people are just like, I don't want to bother you. I'm like, I mean, I just got to get stuff done. I don't like that I have 20 things on my plate, but.
So do you do anything else besides live with the bike? Or are you working on anything else, any other projects?
Yeah, Live the Bike's one of my companies. I'm not even the main owner, and so I like to call this I inherited it, so to say. The way Apple had Steve Jobs and then got kicked out, Steve Jobs back, and then Tim Cook inherited Apple. So while Apple's just killing it, it has a $1 trillion valuation 2 years ago, and now it's almost at $2 trillion. It's still when you think Apple, you think of Steve Jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So I have casino games designed. One's licensed at Commerce, and obviously there's a lot of hold up, so it's rough, but and then I'm a house player at the Bicycle and Casino, but because of COVID, that's no longer the case. And then when they reopened, it was so packed. The bike had the best reopening, so they just got all the business right away. And so they don't need props, but I play on my own. And then I was in private games, recently. It's obviously I need somebody to either heavily vouch or it's somebody I trust. And even then, it's just like, I've been around for almost 20 years. We know how it is. Like, things are just going to happen wrong a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I choose to mitigate as much as possible. Other people have a higher risk tolerance. I don't know if you remember Dan Zach from Live with the Bike, but he is always like, if he assesses that there's more than a 5% risk of being cheated or some error, then he just won't do it. But that's like, I don't know how he calculates that stuff. My tolerance is actually like far less than 5%. So I know something can happen wrong, but if it's less than 1%, I'd rather just take the pay cut with like, what I'm trying to do. Which is again, like, you do an online thing. If it's a cash game, I will just like never ever vouch for that. But if it's like an MTT, I've been in enough of them, and the system is okay because the only hiccup is like the rebuys, like when people don't send. But like you said, a lot of people, and then you just kind of do what you got to do.
It's mainly all like trust on that. If you have a reputation of sending money, because many of the players that I have, I'm in this WhatsApp group where there are 3 or 4 different hosts running games. So we have like a calendar, like on Mondays and Tuesdays, someone is hosting, on Wednesdays and whatever other day, someone else is hosting. And I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I think I do have the biggest league in that group. So most of the members are in my group.
Brag. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so like
you got to flex when you can.
Of course, no. I'm like, in this day and age, it's so hard to get attention, and just like, we're probably of similar age. When we were younger, we were taught to be like more modest. Now I'm just like, what? You should be just like be unapologetic for it, because like the problem is the people who like throw shade at the people that like are like, oh, you're not modest about your stuff. Oh, it's like they end up never being satisfied. So in the end, I'm just like, I'm sure you guys have seen Iron Man. Like in the end, it's like, oh, well, I am Iron Man. It's just like, and you don't have to be like that overt about it, but just like, it's just kind of pointless to be apologized for being like, doing some good stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely.
Lujan Associates says, Parag, you should consider rake. I don't think it's right to work for free. You want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, when the thing that's pretty, it's a gray area to be charging rake in these games, because I really don't know what's the legal point over there. I mean, I'm sure, when I was doing my league stuff for the WSOP seat, I started charging people $5. So instead of giving me 200, they were giving me 205. So I was charging $5 per person. Yeah, it's still really extremely low. So all it did was essentially maybe give me a free roll, That's really, and I still had a website that I was, running, and whenever a player won a seat, I would give them this, I made what do you call these things? Patches for them. Can you see it on the screen, Wayne?
Let me see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it.
So I made patches for the seat winners. They can wear a patch. Probably never saw them because no one ever fucking went deep.
People don't pay attention to the patches anyway, and this is one thing about advertising. It's like when Coke, McDonald's, Mercedes, Budweiser spend all these millions of dollars in advertising for the Super Bowl. It's a reminder. It's not like, oh, this is a new product for the Super Bowl. I guess Steve Jobs tried that with like the Macintosh, but it's like, you need to remind them that, to drink Coke or go to McDonald's. But like new products, it just takes a lot of hammering and, reputation or whatnot. But
oh man, can you see running? Oh, that you can. Never mind, because your table closed.
Oh, right. It's a break, so the break's gonna be in another minute, and then I'll
hey, look at you! You're chip leading now.
Oh yeah, don't worry. That's gonna change like an hour. chip leader is nothing. It's winning the whole thing that makes a difference. So it's when people are like, "Oh my god, I'm so deep," I'm like,
yeah, it doesn't. This has 66 people left. How many cash payouts? Let's see. Top 15 so far. Okay.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Did it close? Registration close? Yeah, it's the registration's closed, so the payouts top 15. So one of the things, like, I'm actually not an MTT specialist, so to say, but I know the basics. So like I'll walk through like decisions, how it's different from cash games, like when you're on the bubble. Like one tournament, I had like I think 9 or 10 big blinds. I didn't even want to shove Ace King on the bubble, but it's just too strong. And then the next hand I pick up Ace Jack, and I fold. Actually, I may still have a video of this, but I didn't like. There's a situation in one of your games. I was on the bubble and I had queens, and the guy opened to my right, and I folded because the two people to my left also had me covered. The two people that I had covered were not in, and I snuck in like min cash or something like that, and I think I lost. Or I lost set of fives against top pair. Yeah. But like that tournament, I folded queens, and just because like, and if it was on here, I would have like had a video and explain why you fold queens in that spot, because you have everything to lose. Like when you're on the bubble, like if you're on the bubble, like let me let you know which table. I am first in chips, so it's easy to find me.
Yeah. That's so when I'm in. Yeah, I have it open now. Yeah.
I have Ace of Clubs and Jack of Spades.
Okay. On the button, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut off.
Oh, that's right. Cut off. Yeah. I'm gonna post on the chat an Instagram page that has my previous tournaments payouts, and so people can see if they want to see what kind of prizes are given out for the players. First place is almost always over 1K.
So this guy bet out multi-way. I'm presuming he has this pocket pair. I'm just gonna call. I miss. I'll fold the turn. He's gonna check. I am just gonna check behind. He might have a spade draw too. I have the Jack of Spades, but and now I am not even gonna call Ace High in this spot. Even though it's a double paired board, because I'm presuming he has a pocket pair.
7.
Oh, he
8.
turned a full house. Okay, see, there you go. See, sometimes you can save some chips.
Good fold.
But as you guys saw the read, it's like usually they're not going to bet a 7 in that spot, so it's a pair, a pocket pair. I just happen to be right. Like it's your reads are not always going to be accurate.
This is your time to flex. This is why I'm chip leader.
Well, no, I'm chip leader because I thought I was trying to make an overpair to fold, but I got paid off with 3s. So let's see in the chat. What's up, Mad Benjamin? Yeah, Monday through I think Friday, it's gonna start at 4:30. Because the 218 tournament starts at 4:30, and frequently I'm in. There's a rotation of private games which was on Fridays, which is why I didn't participate in your games on Fridays. And like oftentimes I just have like a million things going. I have this photo where I'm like, oh, this is the new school 2020 online poker. I have my desktop, I have my laptop, and I'm on my phone. I'm just multi-tabling. Or just like, it's pretty relaxing for me because like, one, I could do this and stream and interview people. The other one is just like when I'm in like your turn, I could do emails, I could talk on the phone at the same time, which happens. I'm just like, clicking buttons, so. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you play on any of those mobile apps?
This is my policy, is anything apps and home games, I am basically only going to do it if I get staked. Tournament, yeah, but just in general, just staked. Like, I just do not want to deal with this stuff. Like, I don't have time, I don't have energy. If you want to, like, use my time or whatsoever, and I'm multitasking, and I'm upfront, I'm like, I'm very busy. Like, I can't put in the volume that maybe people want me to. So, there's one scenario where, like, I am in makeup technically, and it's just, I told them it's easier to do multi-table tournaments. And just like, hope for the best, because it's like, staking is like terrible. It's like, I had like several successful ones, and one, there was like a dispute. There was no money lost, no net money loss, so it's fine. But there's a dispute over a situation, which I will take like whatever, more than 50% of the blame, whatever that is. And let's see, I have threes here. So from then on out, I just like make it very clear. I'm like, look, in a cash game, I'm only gonna buy 100 big blinds, because it controls the losses. And basically, a lot of people that back me trust me, and they see like visually like why I do things I do, and just like things just don't get out of control when you do that.
Did you say you have pocket threes right now?
No, I had it like a different hand.
Different hand. Okay. Are you playing more than one tournament right now?
Yeah, I'm in more than one, but the other one's like not. It's the free tournament, the free Monday tournament. So I only told you the one about the higher buy-in one, which people only mostly care about anyway. Well, part of it's too, like I try to get as few tables so I could focus and explain things, because when it starts hitting 4, like I start misclicking and I start timing out. But part of it's like if people are here for like the tournament strategy, okay, I have queen jack off in the cheapo tournament. I'm just gonna rip. Then I'll just explain it, because I don't care if it's a free tournament. Obviously, I need a prize, but I'm just gonna play how I play. I calibrate to the different skill level of the tournaments, the players. But it's just like, you know, this is basic tournament strategy all the way up until the 218 level.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, the Poker Bros app. So like some of the buy-ins can be like $1,000, in which I've played in those, and they're definitely softer than like the live 1K ones. But it's like, yeah, I'm just like not putting in. I know of too many disaster cases.
Yeah. I don't know, when I play on these mobile apps, for some reason I just cannot take mobile, like playing poker on my phone, seriously. I just play like it's like I literally play like it's like play money. Yeah, like I don't take it seriously when I'm playing on. Maybe it's because I'm, you know, we're both from an era where, you know, we play on computers, like in 20 screen, you know, 20 tabling or whatever. Like I'm just more comfortable playing poker on, you know, on the computer, not on my mobile. Even though you have, you know, emulators and all that, but it's not the same.
Yeah, they definitely like they try to like needle you too, just like the graphics, like the donkey, or they like throw crap at you. Just like they just like try to like get people pissed off. It doesn't affect me, but when I watch, I'm like, oh man, that's really smart. Just piss off the players, you know.
Poker Stars, you know, has that too, throwing those throwables, and I see more and more new ones, like people throwing like poop on each other, and I'm like, man, but how? And I'm like, how'd you get that? They're like, oh, you have to like do some challenges and shit. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
you gotta earn those. It's not for free.
Yeah, it's so gamified. It's like crazy.
It really is. But you know, I had gone for I used to work for a retail company that used to make mobile apps for retail stores. As a startup, they, you know, clearly they didn't do that well and they went under. But we went for a conference in New York for, you know, app building and all that good stuff. And they said one of the biggest sellers for any kind of app, no matter what kind of business you're in, if we can somehow gamify it, like make people like make it a game, like if you do something, like you know, you win a reward or something, you know, like that's like the #1 seller. Like that's what gets people to use your app, if there is some sort of gamification, like you said, you know.
It's true. I just tripled or doubled up with Ace King on the cheapo tournament.
Cheapo, nice. The cheapo is the 12.5K guaranteed?
No, definitely not. So what happens on global is there's several, like if you qualify, there's a daily like 500 guarantee that starts at 6 p.m. and then there's on every Monday there's a 1.5 free tournament. So now that you're on global, subscribe to the newsletter, and then 5 p.m. Every Monday there's literally a free tournament with a 1.5K guaranteed. So I just add that to whatever I'm doing, and then sometimes obviously I'm on live with bike, so I can't even do it. But you know, it's like you're gonna go pro. I have ace of spades, queen of diamonds here. Make it 800. I mean, if you're gonna play seriously, you got to do like all these retarded small things.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
retarded's PC anymore. I'm gonna get canceled. But just can't say anything anymore.
That is true.
I don't want to insult anyone. It's just like, you know, colloquial terms. But what's up, SS the G? Derek Daddio hit the max bonus. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sites that have bonuses that you just gotta, you know. So so your things are like either $50 or $100. Is there anything that prompts it each way, or you just is what it is?
It is just what it is. At first, you know, I only used to host 2 days, and my buy-in was $50. I felt like anything higher than 50, some people thought it was way too much, and to play regularly. And then, if anything under, many people thought it's not worth my time. You know, spending 4 hours and only winning whatever $50, $100, whatever. You know, if they kind of in cash or whatever. So I'm like, maybe $50 is a good median where it's high enough for everyone to, you know. And on Fridays, I'm like, you know, let me try a $100 game also, and I tried that, and the numbers are lower. So even though the prize pool is higher, but fewer players play.
Like on average, I'm surprised fewer people play on Friday than Thursday. Is Saturday just like the highest one?
I think, you know, this really is surprising. I think I get the most players on Thursday.
Really? Oh, I guess people have stuff to do.
Yeah, I think people are busy on weekends with their families, or, you know, maybe other games. You know, I'm sure people have more than one option, right?
Right.
So sometimes people run bad in one game, they stop playing that one, play the other ones for some time, run bad over there, and then come back, you know?
But usually, I mean, it's mostly like your friends, so you have a core group?
Yeah, it started off like that, but, you know, many of them don't play anymore. You know,
what's the
a lot of the
reasoning?
newer, you know, I know some of my friends who I hang out with, and when I go to Vegas, they don't play my games, and but main reason is because they just don't play online poker anymore. You know, they just prefer playing live. Or, you know, they're more into cryptocurrency. They're making more money over there than
making a lot right now.
That ain't that true, huh? I mean, I'm assuming, like most poker players, you're in the crypto game too.
I am not. You know, I am obviously somewhat regretful, but at the same time, like, I made a choice probably like 4 or 5 years ago to just like, I have to just be fairly open with everything, just comply. Because the main thing is I have casino games coming out, and anytime you deal with the casino industry, you kind of just like, it's not just within the industry itself. It's like in real life, you just be like, look, just jump clean, like look at everything I'm doing. So, cryptocurrency. I don't know if you know who Brian Micon is. He was
I'm not familiar with the name.
Founder of Seals of Clubs. Are you in crypto?
Some, you know, I have my hands in there.
Okay. Do you know who Roger Ver is?
I've heard of that.
So I've known Roger since I was a teenager.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and then I had both of them, Roger Ver and Brian Micon, on a Live with the Bike podcast. And just, you know, we were just shooting the shit. So I'll send you those links. Those actually might be interesting. See if you're into crypto. But like, basically, Brian Micon was running Seals of Clubs, was a Bitcoin poker site, and then the feds kicked down his house at like 3 a.m. in the morning or something and scared his wife and kid.
Wow.
Yeah, so just like, you know, that's just, I don't know the background or whatever. Like, he's not doing anything illegal.
Mm-hmm.
If other people want to accuse him, or he has enemies that set him up, or whatever, but the fact that happens, and I think he posted bail for like, I don't even remember, it was like 5K or 20K, whatever the case is. It's just like
extra
events,
headache too.
Yeah, events like that just like, you know, kind of shape. Oh my god, I remember to jack through. This is like, there's so much luck in these things. This is the cheapo tournament, but still, it's just like, I'm almost like, look how good you have to run. Even your hands holding up, it's just like insane.
Yeah. It is, you know, and many people, and not to divert from the crypto topic, but like you said, like how insane you have to run this. I remember I was telling you about the WhatsApp chat that I'm in, where other people host games too. There's one guy, he sends a message. So one of the hosts runs a bounty tournament, and he cashed, and his final message is, whoever the host name is, I got 9 bounties. I run so bad in these things. I think I'm done playing poker. I'm like, you just knocked out 9 people, and you're talking about running bad.
Yeah.
Like, they don't understand how good you have to run in a tournament to cash, and then to actually win it. Like, it's unreal.
I have ace of diamonds, 6 of hearts.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even running in these like large field MTTs, like I'm folding. I'm gonna take the max time though. Yeah, even these large field MTTs, even to run deep, like you had to have like, gotten in 3 spots, 2 or 3 spots to even get deep and like win those in like decently sized pots. So, what expectations do you have or people have about like running good or running bad? It's like entitlement issues.
It really is. Like, many players feel like it, in the beginning when these home games started, I did really well because a lot of these players just played live tournaments like at home games in someone's home, and they're used to the structure, like the way live structures are so different from these online game structures. So they struggle. Like they're making all these really super wide calls with ace high, thinking because it worked in their home game one time. That ace 3 call worked out, so it's bound to work every time, right? But I've noticed in the last 3 to 4 months, a lot of the players who they have adjusted or are starting to adjust.
Sure.
To playing online structures.
Yeah, nobody stays dumb forever, or they just stop playing, or they run out of money. One or the other.
Yeah, no, for sure. A lot of people in my league are, older than I am, much older, I would say. So I don't know if that gives you a little hint of the sort of age group that you're playing with.
I mean, I've been playing online for a very long time, so like I only need to watch. Okay, I have King, Queen of Clubs, and this guy who I have a rivalry with.
Rivalry, there you go.
Rivalry. I'm almost gonna min raise. Actually, I do technically min raise.
That is mid raise, yeah.
King, Queen of Clubs. And you see?
Oh, fold! Wow. Data.
Exactly. Rivalry. Hold it.
U2C. Can you use HUDs on this global?
No, you cannot.
No.
Which I'm fairly happy about because okay, so this guy 10x'd all in under the gun, 8-handed. I have ace queen off.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is rough. I'm gonna fold this.
Yeah, it's
very
close
little,
because
very little upside.
Exactly right.
Oh, he actually had 10-9 suited, so it would have been an amazing call.
You'd have. The big blind. Yeah, big blind had to call at that spot, right?
I didn't see the chips, so he may not have had to, but like.
I think he had close to 10K. So he had about for 25 bigs. Yeah, maybe he can. I don't know. It's close. Ace 10 suited.
It's close. The thing is, my kind of philosophy is like, in lesser competitive fields, I'm talking about like lesser competitive, like they're not the super high roller like robots.
Yeah.
You could just wait for better spots, and especially when you have a large chip stack, you don't really need to like contest. Like the whole point is to sit on your chip stack and then like allow yourself to make good decisions. Like if I only had 10 big blinds there, I'd probably just like go with ace queen, no questions asked. But because I have like 5 out of I'm 5 out of 54. Like what if I lose? Then I'm like 25 out of 54. And so that goes into my consideration. Which, like I said, for the pocket queen's hand in your turn, I don't even know if I still have the video. I might. If I do, I'll send it to you. And I don't know. Then you're gonna tell your buddies, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, no." I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
But yeah, just like that's obviously a play that's just not gonna be in home game environments is not gonna be done very often, but it's just on the bubble.
Yeah.
You have to do like weird stuff.
No, for sure.
Chip stacks. But there's no HUDs on here. I'm glad, because while I used to be ahead of the curve back in the day with HUDs, like today there's like all this real-time assistant. And because I had kind of the training from online, even though I know there's going to be just some discrepancy with the HUD numbers and like what's in my head, it's not going to be like catastrophic. So, you a HUD user?
I am, but I don't think I don't have Poker Tracker 3, and I used to have HUD. What I meant was I used to have it. I don't use it anymore. I just never bought the license for Poker Tracker 3. I used to have it back in the day at PT2, and I definitely helped my game. It when it comes to making quick decisions, because I was playing a lot of cash and I was multi-tabling. When you're playing 20-24 tables, you really just can't, like analyze every situation. It's so quick. Like, just click. You make decisions, and if you ever have 5 seconds, you look at some of the decisions that you need to make looking at the HUD, and then that's it. You move on. But I was never really. That may tell you a lot about the kind of player I am. I never went back and like analyzed hands and studied.
Can't say the same for me.
I was more about I talked to friends about hands, what they would have done. Friends who are better than me at poker, and I've never claimed to be good at poker. I'm a recreational player. I enjoy the game, but there was a time where I took it seriously, but I guess never too seriously. To study. Do you are you a user of any of the training sites?
I skim them and kind of see what's going on, because the thing is, oh man, it's gonna be like, I don't like, training sites can get you to be less bad. I don't think they can get you to be good. I think the upswing material is premium. I haven't looked at the run at once, but I know a lot of the players, so they're clearly quality players. It's not good for pros that this material's out, but at the same time, everyone has a skill cap, and I see a lot of training sites like misapplied. Like, people just like worship the material and just like, oh, this is what this person said. It's like, no, it's like a framework so you don't get lost. Like, how you play in your game, how I play in global, how I play in these other ones, it's just like massively different. Like, it's very player dependent.
I 100% agree with what you said about it's not gonna, like, it's for like entry level to intermediate level players, I guess. I don't think, like you said, pros are gonna it's not for them, that material. Like, I tried one of the sites, I think when the pandemic started initially. I don't want to name any sites to say that the product is bad or good.
Sure.
But it was one of the relatively newer training sites and much affordable. I think that probably gives it away. But but I didn't think like the material was that great that I needed. Like 1 month, and then I'm like, all right, I think whatever I needed to see in there is good enough. There's really not a whole lot in there that I'm learning. This is all just basic concepts.
I do have the Queen's Hand on video. I'm gonna email it to you and just probably shoot myself in the foot here. But yeah, this is something that like, you'll see. Like, honestly, this was the one that, when I asked you the question of the black aces getting cracked, like, if it was already on the bubble, I'm obviously playing this hand. But it's the fact is, like, I didn't even know if I was on the bubble or not. Then it actually makes a difference.
Yeah, I was surprised. I'm like, this guy's asking a lot of questions about the aces. What's going on?
Well, that's the reason.
Have them? Does he have them?
Now you know the real reason.
Yeah.
Now the 2 more tournaments started, so I'm 4 tabling. Let me see.
Can you do player-to-player transfer on?
No, not on global. Okay, I'm emailing you this, and then I'd probably talk over it.
Okay.
But this was mainly I mean, I'm sure you recall that I was asking about the Black Aces question, but literally it was because of, like, I asked because of this, like, before, in case something like this happens. So you should get it any second. If you guys have any questions for Parag, whether for operations or, you know, just poker questions in general about Texas, shoot them in the chat. What's up, Natty Wit?
Well, just to give everyone a little, maybe this would wake some people up. My first ever tournament that I played after I moved to Dallas was, I think, 2015 or 2016 Choctaw. They had a circuit event, and I played with TJ Courier for maybe a good 4 or 5 hours on my table. He ended up coming second in that tournament, but a few days later, after that, I ran into him at a local Indian restaurant. Who thought TJ Courier ate Indian food, right? So I run into him, and then I talked to him. You know, he recognized me. We spoke for a few minutes, and then he asked me if I play in any of the local underground games, and I said I was actually new to the area and I'm looking to get into some games because apparently unless you know someone, it's really hard to get into them.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So he introduced me to one of the local games, and so yeah, I played 1-2 with TJ Courier a bunch of times.
Yeah, his legacy is pretty tarnished. I have kings. Yeah. I have kings. Nice. King of spades, king of diamonds. This guy is ISOing. I am definitely not folding.
He even got banned from the game that he introduced me to because
he's stiff.
Because yeah, of course he did. I couldn't believe it. I'm like on a 1-2 game, really.
Wow.
Damn, might be a big hand.
Yeah.
That guy calls. Hella tight. He's hella tight.
Faded it. Woo!
Nice.
This is easy game, guys. I don't know how anybody's like loses in poker. It's just like this game's so easy.
Yeah, get pocket pairs and win. Doesn't matter. Threes, kings, they all win.
While I have you on, you want to check your email to see if you got
let me see
video.
if I got it. Not yet.
Okay, well, it'll come. Yeah, you just gotta run so damn good in these things. It's like with MTTs, I just shut my brain off, like, and then you know, some people they're like, oh, like anybody who complains on MTTs, just stop playing them. Like if you don't have the emotional stability to just like expect to bust, like what percent of the field, like 90% of the field is just not gonna cash, or what? I don't know, what is it, 85, 90%?
Yeah, my tournament's 85. Yeah.
85%, just expect not to cash and just like, you know, do what you can, and then when you bust, you can like vent. Obviously, it's a bad beat, nobody's gonna be happy, but
yeah,
you know, vent a little bit and then just like move on. But just like literally walk in being like, I am most likely not gonna cash this thing, no matter even if I'm the best player here.
Yeah. I learned that relatively soon in my poker career. And you know, I had one of those, you know, fairy tale starts. I go play my first tournament in a casino, I cash. I go to the Venetian like a month later to play the deep stacks. I ended up chopping that too. I'm like, poker's freaking so easy. My first 2 tournaments and I'm already cashing like for like 15K. It was great.
It's like the worst thing to happen to somebody is like when you start winning the beginning. That's what happened to me in PLO. That's why I don't know. I just didn't work very hard in PLO. And I definitely paid the price, but now it's just I have ace of spades, king of clubs.
Teletite is gonna raise again.
Okay, well, let me.
We gotta make him hella lose now.
Well, I showed down kings last time, which is. I may actually fold to a 4-bet. Depends.
You may say? Okay.
I might. I don't know. Like I just like it's a lot of investment. It's for a third of my stack.
Flat call.
Now he flats. I definitely am not going to fold to 4-bet because he has equity plays with like certain hands. But if it was just heads up and he's out of position, like he's basically just repping like queens are better. Queen. This is not good. like obviously cold call 2 on the button or cold call 3 on the button, very strong. I'm going to check. I'm going to use as much timer as possible since there's 30 seconds on the clip, or 30 seconds on the next level. Oh, I give away a lot of like timer stuff on stream. So he bets small. I'm probably gonna fold ace king here.
Yeah. It's do you have a club?
I do have the king of clubs. The problem is, I mean, it's about jeopardizing your stack. Like,
yeah,
I'm 4 out of 6 now. I have pocket threes now. I'm folding. I'm gonna wait for the timer. When the guy cold calls 3 on the button, that's like just pretty strong.
That is, yeah.
And if he's willing to like just call loose there and bluff like a quarter of the pot, by all means, it's yours. But I'm thinking like he's got tens or jacks at worst, if not even just like queens.
Yeah.
Especially since I have ace king, and the guy checked and he raised onto the gun, he folded. So like on a queen high board, what does he have? Does he have like ace? He likely has ace king 2 for that bet size.
Yeah, I like what you said about the the stack preservation, because that's the chips matter a lot more, tournament chips.
A lot of it too, and this is one of the things I mentioned when first of all, I hate coaching. I'm strongly discouraging it because I think you could find a lot of the information on the internet. But if people do, like, one of the things is like in tournaments, you spend all your time and energy to build up a stack. You don't need to like throw it away off a situation that you don't like. Yeah. Again, these aren't competitive fields. Like, aren't GTO robots, so like it's okay to just like not take every spot.
Yeah.
Catching 45 asks Parag, how's the card room scene in Austin, Texas?
I've
I know we talked
never
about it before,
been.
but...
Yeah, I've never been, but I've heard good things. I'm not sure if your viewers are familiar with how these legal games in Texas work. So instead of charging you a rate, they'll charge you. They call it like a private club, and you pay a fee when you go in these clubs, like $5 or like a minimal cost. Or you can, if you think you're going to be playing there on a regular basis, you just pay them a monthly membership fee, and then it's a time rate for between $10 and $12 usually. So every hour, you spend over there, when you cash out or when you leave, you just pay them that money. And when you get in there, they'll take your ID, so you can't just walk out without paying them. If you want your ID back, you go back to the cashier, and then they'll see how long you played, and then they'll charge you.
So you don't have this one open, but I have the nut flush on the 13.5k guarantee because I just like
nut flush,
run
nice.
super good. I raise to get it in. He has a set of kings. He turned the king heart set of kings, and I just like stack him. This is just this, like, anybody can just like make that hand, which is part of the appeal and part of the disappointment in poker.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, go
to,
ahead.
Yeah, I was just to finish that story. They used to have these legal games in the Dallas area also, and there was one right by my house, and it used to be packed. They used to have 10 to 12 tables going like on the weekend. It's ridiculous how busy it was, and they had cops coming around and just to make sure, because there's so many cars. And one fine day, they just shut. They all shut because they took away freaking every little player who went to WinStar or Choctaw Casino. No one was going there anymore. They were all playing. Most of their players were from the Dallas area, anyways. Like, so I think they pulled some strings and closed down all of these legal games, at least in the Dallas area. And I think there's only one new one that popped up since then, and nothing else. But there's no shortage of underground games by any means, but they freaking rake the shit out of you. Like,
can you talk about the environments? Are they just like normal, or are they just like Molly's game, or?
No, nothing like Molly's game. That I mean, I'm sure there are. I don't play those stakes at Molly's game, but though I play maybe 1-2, maybe I'll go play 2-5. If I'm feeling super lucky, maybe I'll take a shot at the 5-10 game. But 1-2, 2-5 is really where my limit is. And most of these games, they'll give you free food, they'll give you free alcohol, they'll sometimes have barely dressed women giving you massages just to entice people to come. But I'm sure the LA
allegedly.
I'm sure the LA home game scene is very similar.
Yeah, basically, I'm sure everyone knows I stay in the cleaner environments.
Yeah.
When the bike come back, I will gladly just shut all this stuff off. But for the interim, I feel like all the casinos are like, yeah, you look after you.
Yeah.
But,
I haven't been to any of these home games for almost 2 years now. And I actually messaged one of the girls who used to run one of the underground games. I'm like, hey, do you want to play in my game? She's like, you're still alive. We didn't even think you lived in Dallas anymore. I just stopped going to them because, I don't know, just life got busy and can't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I multitasking here too,
Yeah.
Let's see. So this free roll tournament, I think I'm already in the money. Yeah, so 226.
Let me see if I can share this YouTube link with someone, maybe people that I know.
Get you like 2 more views. I'm just doing this more for posterity plus like informational purposes, but
yeah.
But like,
it was good to talk to you. I've exchanged a few emails with you. It's finally good to talk to you.
You too. If you see the email I just sent for the video,
I still haven't got it. I just checked.
Okay, it's
no
okay.
email.
Don't worry. If you come on next time, you can comment on it. But yeah, that's something I just record for training purposes. But
the last email that I have from you has all these bunch of letters. Yeah.
Like F you, you suck, I hate you, all that. Yeah.
I think that might be your table number, what you sent.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it was like an hour ago, so.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, thanks for coming in. If you guys are interested, once again, this is Parag Segan. He runs, this rake-free.
Yeah, I just trying to
rake-free
game on PokerStars home games.
The email's above. I can't vouch for online stuff, but if it's like all the multi-table tournaments is much safer because you get paid out by the person like right after the tournament ends. So
yep, all payment forms are accepted except for trade.
Even crypto, especially crypto.
Crypto, I've even taken people sending me money on ACR. Like if they have some money on ACR, I'll even take that. So and I'll convert it into Bitcoin.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, man. All right. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Sure. I will catch you later.
All right. Take care, man. Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you before.
You too. Peace.
All right. Take care.
Parag Segan, ladies and gentlemen. So, 4 tabling. All right, let me get back to my VIP chat. Yeah, I don't want to fire shots at training sites, like especially Upswing, which I know those guys really well. I look at their material; their stuff's really good. It's just that again, I don't know like what people are looking for. If they feel like they're gonna study this material and it's gonna automatically turn you into a god, like no. Like I actually discussed with Ryan Fee, like you do need to put in work yourself, and you do need a certain talent, and everyone has a skill cap. In which I played in the biggest games like online live, not like for contemporary standards, but people are really really good. Like it's scary. So make no mistake, it's easy to be an armchair quarterback. Obviously, like watching a show like Live with the Bike, you get to see the whole cards. I use Jamie Gold as an example because he says this too. He's not a world class player, but he's definitely above average compared to the normal person. He's much harder to play with in person. I played against him in PLO and No Limit. He's definitely much harder to play with in person, and he's just like the quintessential example of, wow, this guy's a lot better than I thought, because I'm used to him doing maybe not so good stuff on camera. And again, we don't know the fields or the dynamics that's going on when he plays on camera. So that's how that goes. Here to answer any questions, poker related. I'll answer just about almost anything. I can't say everything. Obviously, some topics are not good. So I busted there. What do I get? What was that one? It's this one, right? Alright, so I made like $1 there or something. At least I can put ITM on the title. One to the short. This is the... Two shakes at the same time. Once again, what's up, Natty Wit? PS Shakes catching 45. Derek Daddio. Mad Benjamin Lujan Associates. Parag Segan. Nick from Yuma. Andrew Nicholas. Ace flops and you have queens too. Derek Daddio, what's up? Jorge Cervantes. Zooted pairs. I'll take it. I'm gonna follow queens here. Folding twos. Raising 5-4. 5. Got 5 on it. I have showdown. Hope he has like Jack 10 or something. I just like turned him. Good, I could show down my 5. What's going on here? I think I could call this. You have an ace. King high hold. Nice. Gonna use the timer. X. Alright, I can do this. I'm going to cut off. Probably just 4 MTTs today. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to check it. I do want a free card. There's an ace, which may trap me. Why do you choose to believe him here? Matty, what's correct. I am playing 2 free rolls, but I've paid the rake, so you know, I want to get some back. Parag's in the chat. If you guys want to play some MTTs, you can reach out to him. I play in there. It's PokerStars Play Chips. I lose a Jack 10 here, so definitely folding. What are the payouts? They're both 15, okay. So we need quite a few people to bust. It's definitely good enough. Got open-ended. Did not get there. Oh. with some alligator blood. Small enough. Miracle? No, not miracle. No miracle there either. Just not even fire. He's got like 8s. Or he has them not straight. This is a nitty fold, but I'm going to do it. I remember that guy. Identical. Hold. Oh. Break. I'll prepare and go with it. Yet. Well, out of the free one, or 11-cent one, rather. Oh, sorry. F ship still. Not chip leading Parag. 35 at 89 on one, and then 4 at 31 the other. Both of them need top 15 to cash. And the free one I cash small. This 11-cent one I'm not doing so hot. What's up, Nick from Yuma? Handsome. PS3 shakes. Can you remember the word for octopus without cheating? Yes, taco. Takoyaki is what you mentioned yesterday. Octopus balls. I took Japanese in high school for 4 years. Neko is cat. Taco is octopus. Easy. Kings in the big blind. I'm out of the lower end one. Well, hope he doesn't have aces. No ace. No ace. Low. Thank you. Two out of 31. This is where Slater busts. Hopefully. No insult intended. He's getting a lot. He's getting 5 to 1 in his money. $5 to 1, and he was a flip. I would have got there with my jack and a 10. Never folding ace king there. Ooh, aces. Hope this holds. Gotta run good in these things, like I keep saying. Got Slater, yeah. Chow time. Kind of. Yeah, it was a cooler on Slater, obviously. Never folding ace king. Nobody's ever folding ace king, that's fine. soul read. We will get the blind increase on the button using the timer correctly. Ooh, we may actually get small blinded. Oh, we don't. We actually, woo! We got the small blind without the blind increase. Sick. It's pro luck. Dim sum chillin'. I could limp here with those notes. Losing 200 there is fine. Oops, I guess like 40 minutes idle time. Hit that thumbs up if you didn't. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Folding this. Six more before being in the money here. Timer in a bad place. I'll risk a quick fold. Come on, quick fold. Nice. I could have snap folded and faded, but I screwed that up. I didn't think they would fold that fast. Lost a lot of chips there. By 3. Four more before winning the money. We like that snap fold. We like more folds. Some action. Wow. I could like try to back raise here because he just like lost the hand. It's fine. I'm definitely gonna call. He might be tilted from losing that other hand. Oh, he had a real hand. But need a queen. That's why it's hard to win these things. Got to run super good. Alright, this is where we bust. Oh, spade or ace. Nope. GG, look, ran so good. Just to bust 19th. lose 2 flips, then you're out. It sucks. Running so good at the start, but you could just bust. Timed that poorly unless they turbo fold. Good. almost. Easy game. Oh wow, 2 outer of the shot. He's hella tight, so I'm gonna hella fold. Blind jump goes up in 20 seconds. This is where we lose half our stack. Or this is where we bust. I don't know. Choose. Pick one. Oh, it's the 27 now, so. Even if I final table, I don't break even. We're going with it. Oof, that's bad. Can lose a lot that one no matter what. Could have saved my chips for this. Doubled up. he's rolling to race. King Jack. He shows queens, or I show queens. I might get a fold out of him too. A tight fold. What's up, Kevin Sayo? Coin Chang positivity. Got a lot of negativity here. But thanks for tuning in, Kevin. Oh, I'm gonna get wrecked with the big blind increase. Oh hell, I'm gonna use my timer. So I get one hand before the big blind increase. Hopefully. Almost assuredly going to play this. That's really big. I'm actually gonna. Oh, fuck, I can't fold this. I'll put a note after he just shows me like a real hand. Oh, he didn't. No club. No club or forward deuce. Alright, whatever, guys. Let me get a note on here. I can't even. It's such needling me. I can't even write a note. I can observe. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. What's up, host up Lee? Kevin COS, that's the G. Parag Segan, Nick from Yuma. PS Shakes, Natty Wit, what's going on? Catching 45. Derek Daddio, Mad Benjamin, Lujan Associates, thank you for coming in. Gators Tim T, Andrew Nicholas, Jorge Cervantes, Zooted Pears, thank you very much. Alright, peace out, guys. We will hope to be better next time. Obviously, those were very heartbreaking hands, but $19th and something.